Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Roof Restoration of Florida.
And Roof Maxx.
And powered by Roof Shampoo.
Hey, I'm here. I'm John Chaney, the owner.
Rick Sarmiento, the sales manager.
And I'm Sean Knack, Director of Operations.
And later on, we're going to show the rest of the crew. But a little different today in the show.
Yeah, what do we got planned for today?
So what we got planned is we're actually going to roof shampoo a roof live right now. Rick's little house, we'll call it.
My office here at the shop here in New Smyrna Beach, and we're going to go ahead and show you. That way you have a visual of what our product does, and we're going to go ahead and give you some terminology that you can understand. So,
all right. So we're going to go to a commercial real quick, right?
Well,
and then we're going to come back and
we're going to show the guys that are up on the roof, so you can just say hello to them, and then after that, we'll come back and we'll go right to a commercial.
fantastic.
all right.
Don't pay the roofer until you watch this video.
Roof Maxx is a 100% safe, all-natural food-grade oil. The spray-applied treatment quickly penetrates roof shingles, restoring flexibility.
With Roof Maxx, you'll have the protection of a brand new roof and save thousands. And within hours, you have a roof that performs like a new roof.
Each treatment is guaranteed to last 5 years.
We'll assess your roof and make sure it's a good candidate for Roof Maxx. We'll tune it up and apply Roof Maxx. The whole process usually takes just a couple of hours.
We had a good experience with Roof Maxx. They came out quickly.
The process went really smooth. It probably costs only a third of what a complete tear-off would cost you.
Roof Maxx, more life, less money, guaranteed.
All right, we're back. So now we want to show you our equipment that's specifically for roof shampoo. So this way, it's the pressure to keep the granulars on the roof.
Right, it's
Right.
it's specifically calibrated,
Calibrated
right, for
just
asphalt
for that.
shingles.
So you don't want to go ahead and call a pressure washer guy. One, that's one, too much pressure.
Right.
Two, soft wash, they always use
Chlorine and bleach.
Yep.
which you do not want to put on your roof because it dries it out.
Yeah, it
We don't want to
deteriorates
be
it.
drying out the roof.
Right.
Okay.
And you have to remember, asphalt shingles are made with petroleum oil. So year 7 or 8 is a sweet spot. That's when the oils begin to dry out. So you'll start seeing some staining on the roof shingles. You'll see moss.
You'll see it
algae,
getting
mold,
wavy
lichen.
up
Right.
as it gets hard.
And again, those people like me that just saw that on the roof just think it's a dirty roof. But, a lot of people don't understand. It's really damaging your roof, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we're taking off what? We're taking off. Go ahead, you guys. You put it there. We're taking off the mold,
The algae, the lichen.
algae, the lichen.
Yep.
And we're also you can't they call it the heat. You want to let it out of the house.
Yep.
You don't want to keep it in. So when it has that coating, it's also hurting the AC unit.
Right.
Yep.
It helps the shingles to be more flexible because they're dried out. When they're flexible, they're going to expand in the heat and contract in the cold. And obviously, Florida weather has extremes, ups and downs. But as the gentleman was saying here to my left and my right, you have to maintain your roof. Let's take a vehicle, for example. Dr. Kenny Barmarito, one of my best friends, just got a brand new vehicle, but his Honda Passport was 20 years old with 355,000 miles.
Took good care of it.
How'd he get there? Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance. It'd be great if our roof had a check engine or check oil light that says check your shingles. Give us a call. We'll come out, do a complimentary roof inspection, and we'll go from there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, we want to just take a look and see how they're doing right
Yeah.
now? Just take a look over
go
there
ahead,
and
look
see
over
how
there.
it's going.
We're showing them. They're getting ready, right? So go ahead. We're going to shampoo a roof, a quarter of it.
So what they're doing now is they are applying our proprietary roof shampoo chemicals. Again, no bleach, no chlorine. It is degradable, it's safe, it's non-hazardous, it's safe for your landscaping, it's safe for your pets. We will obviously wash off any residue after the fact on your walkways and everything because it will be slippery. So what they're doing is they're spraying the treatment on there now. It's going to soak through, and then they're going to go ahead and clean it with our proprietary roof shampoo
Now,
products.
this is how we do it with asphalt shingles, right? But we can also do this on tile roofs, right?
Correct.
Granite
Tile,
roofs, all.
slate, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
It would be used with what you see there.
The one that he has, just a different
Correct. The one.
tip.
Correct.
Okay, so right now he's still applying, right, the treatment.
Now the roof you're looking at, that structure was built here at the shop. John Chaney has a shop here in New Smyrna Beach. That building was constructed over 20 years ago, and the estimate of that roof is 20 years. My inspection does concur that it is a 20-year roof, so that roof has never been treated, never been cleaned. You're going to see a tremendous difference. We have no idea what the original shingles look like, so it's going to be interesting to see the finished product.
So we're back up from commercial. Hey, check out these guys. I mean, they first spray it,
Yep.
with the foam, and then they use the
disc, right?
The disc that's specifically made. It's not soft wash. That's specifically made for Roof Shampoo. Roof shampoo equipment. We're going to go into Roof Maxx equipment later on.
Correct.
But the roof shampoo, this is specifically made for that.
So after the disc, then they go back.
So they go back and they want that, nothing else. Then they walk around. What they'll do is they'll take the wand, because sometimes in the very corner you got little valleys, and they got to touch it up to make sure they got it all off, clean it all, right, to make sure it's all good and proper. Then they go around the house, and on the eaves, like in the front along the metal edging, the dirt will coming off. Like if you have gutters, it'll get on there.
Typically, we'll have a home that's got valleys. So when you've got that valley, that disc isn't going to get in there, so we're going to have to go ahead and work that area to clean it. Now, what's interesting about that disc is, you think it's high pressure. I put my hand underneath there. It's amazing how gentle it is to the touch, so it will not strip off any of the granules from your asphalt shingles.
And then after it's done, after they're done with the roof, they go around and clean. They'll actually spray the gutters and everything, and make sure any of the loose dirt is off of that.
Yeah, but we're doing it a little different because it's a show today. But this gives you the gist of how it's done and what goes on. And then by the time we get done with the show, hopefully that'll be dry, right?
Yep.
And we'll be able to show you.
And John, you can also show them a clip of one that we did out in Orlando. Go ahead, show them that clip, John.
Okay.
So as you see that clip, it was really coming off of real ton of dirt.
The dirt.
And we didn't look that,
Yeah, the amount of dirt that was coming off
crazy
at the eaves.
Crazy amount.
So
from here, and this is what I was talking about, it's kind of hard to see the color difference, because of the sun. Hopefully from over there, and they're going to take some pictures. But now they're going to go ahead and do the rest of the roof and finish it off. Okay. And you can see him doing the soffit in the front. You see the dirt that came off of it. They just wanted to get it off, and you can see the difference between the left side and right side.
Are you thinking about a new roof? Listen to this first. Here's something that might surprise you about today's roofing materials. These are both stacks of 65 shingles, same number of shingles in each. But look at the difference. This stack is 12 years old. This one is brand new. Same number of shingles, but so much smaller today. Why? Because the most important ingredient, asphalt, has been reduced in modern shingles. Less asphalt means less oil, and less oil means roofs don't last as long as they used to. That's why we created Roof Maxx, to restore the oil and flexibility your roof has lost. You see, the roof on your home may be better than the one you're thinking about buying. Before you sign your hard-earned dollars away for a new roof, get in touch with your local Roof Maxx dealer for a free assessment.
All right. Well, welcome back. So you seen the guys? They did the soffit in the front.
Yep.
You know, they did that part of it. Okay. And then now we let it dry. But there's an important step afterwards is to do an inspection.
Right.
So, Rick, you tell them a little bit about the inspection on the Roof Maxx side.
Sure. What happens is when our guys in our team are up on your roof doing the shampoo, I'm going to do a complimentary roof inspection. That's to see if there are any issues with your roof that I can bring to your attention. Whether you want to move forward or not, that's your call. I'm not here to go ahead and push something on you, but I'm going to share with you any concerns with your roof. So when I'm up on the roof, I'm checking to see the wear and tear of the roof. Knowing the age of the roof, I'm going to look for loose granules. So when I first put my ladder up to get up on the roof, I get to the gutters. I'm looking into the gutters to see if there are loose granules. That's a telltale sign that your roof is drying out. The petroleum oils have dried out. Sweet spot is year 7, 8 of a new roof. Even though you have a new roof that's a 30-year warranty, year 7 and 8, those oils begin to dry out. So the granules begin to fall off. We've removed all the moss, the algae, the mold, the lichen. So as I'm doing the inspection, there's also the dryness creates a adhesive issue where the shingles are no longer sticking together. So what happens is you get 10, 15, 25 mile per hour winds.
It's peeling it.
They're going to go ahead and curl it.
And once it peels one,
and
it normally
right.
peels more.
And then the water gets under there.
You know what a shingle looks like. This is one shingle. So if you have, you can hold this right here. If you have just this one section right here, as you can see, this isn't adhering. You get wind pulling up here, it's going to rip this, but then it's got the shingles attached to it behind it. You're going to rip off rows of shingles. So by using the Roof Maxx treatment, it's going to coat the shingles and allow the shingles to now adhere to one another.
It's going to put the oils back.
Correct. Another protective feature. Now, petroleum oils in shingles are made naturally with petroleum oils. Ours are biodegradable, safe for your plants and
soy-based.
People, yep.
Right.
Soy-based oil we're putting back in.
Also, there's a flexibility issue. So when I'm up and I notice a dry roof, if I try to curl it to see if it flexes, they snap. It's like a piece of cardboard, okay? Again, the oils need to replenish that to provide it the flexibility, the adhesiveness, so the granules remain on the roof. It's a process that most people do not know, and that's why we're here to educate you with these shows so that you realize, wow, my roof needs maintenance, because it's the most important investment you're ever going to make in your life is your house.
Well, I'm going to piggyback off what you just said so people understand. So Roof Restoration of Florida, we're not a roofing company. We don't replace roofs. We are your option for that. So what we do is we give you the options. A, we're going to help you by cleaning it and getting rid of the algae like we talked about, the lichen, the mold. That's one thing we do. And then the other side of it is...
But I'm not going to cut you off there, but remember, this is not just for aesthetics.
Right.
Cleaning the roof with Roof Shampoo is not just for aesthetics.
That's why we're all restoration.
It does deteriorate the shingle, and it does hold in your, the heat instead of letting it out of the house. So there's a lot more to cleaning than just the look.
The aesthetics, correct. So with that said, as Rick was talking about, then while we're up there, as we see it's clean, right? Then we can take a look at it and we can give you other options, okay? Right. So if Rick says, hey, this is really dry, it's going bad, there's nails sticking up.
I was about to talk about
these
that.
These are, the other option that we have for you is your roof through our Roof Maxx.
Right.
Okay? Without replacing the whole thing, but they have to qualify.
Right. So when I'm up there doing the inspection, I am taking a boatload of photos and videos, because I'm going to provide that to you in an email. That way you can see what I'm looking at, along with a 5 or 6 page roof inspection report. So that's the way the process works. Yep. As Sean was saying, when he mentioned exposed nails, you'd be surprised how many times I'm up there. The roof looks good from the ground, but then when you're up there, exposed nails that need to be recaulked. you've got some sealing and cracking issues of caulk and other issues around your boots and your vents, which are the plumbing boots and the vents. All that has to be cured by us doing what's called, prior to treating the roof, we're doing a
Tune-up.
A tune-up.
A roof tune-up.
And that tune-up normally costs $495, and guess what we do? We waive it free of charge.
And I'll give you a little heads up too. We waive it for the Roof Maxx side.
Correct.
But on the Roof Shampoo side, we may get up on a roof and say, ho, ho, ho. We can't even clean it until you do a tune-up because you have nails sticking. You don't want any water penetrating.
Correct.
You get what I mean?
Correct.
And you got to tell us if there's leaks in your roof.
Right.
Because you're going up there to clean it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that could be another way. But the roof restoration, if you qualify, you have less than 30% granular loss for a Roof Maxx, then we go ahead.
Right. And what I do is I pre-qualify you. And when I say pre-qualify you, I'm not pre-qualifying you on a financial basis.
Yeah, no.
I'm
It's your roof.
pre-qualifying your roof. So when we're on the phone, before I go out and do a roof inspection, I'm going to ask you questions. What are your concerns? You calling us for what reason? What concerns do you have? How old is your roof? Are you noticing any granule loss? If you don't have any, if you have gutters, down by the downspouts. If you don't have gutters, just simply look down at the bottom by the driveway, by your plant beds, and if you're seeing granules,
It's
your
the
roof is
beginning.
dried out. Correct. Correct.
It could be the end too.
And, and remember, the good thing about this is if we catch it in time, right, we're going to give you a 5-year guarantee, okay? And it's transferable. So if you move, that's something that's a good selling point for you. You can tell the people, hey, look, I had this done 2 years ago. There's still 3 years left on it and the life of it. But if we catch it in enough time, you could do that up to 3 times. So you've now push the cost of a new roof through 15 years that you could start saving up for your new roof.
Correct. You could treat with our proprietary Roof Maxx treatment 3 different times. Again, I would have to go out there 5 years from now, re-inspect the roof, make sure the roof still qualifies. I mean, you could have had storms over the past, heavy hail, tree limbs that did some damage. So I've got to go ahead and re-inspect the roof. But if we inspect it, we can do it a total of 3 times, extending the life of your roof. Economic life, 15 years.
Yep.
If we did it 3 times over 15 years, it's still cheaper than replacing the roof.
It's cheaper than replacing the roof one time. The first time,
all 3 of them are still cheaper than
a lot less.
roof.
And here's another thing, insurance companies. It's a big thing with the insurance companies. So we had an insurance company here last week, and when we did the show, I talked about it, that some of the roofs I showed him, he said when they drove up, they would instantly not qualify that roof.
Yep.
But when we did the Roof Shampoo, didn't even get to the Roof Maxx part of it yet, they were like, it looks brand new.
Right.
Yeah.
It is amazing. So when an inspector comes, and if your roof is all dirty like that, you're done.
Right.
You're not renewing the insurance.
Right.
Never mind, there is a program, SB 808, right?
SB
Up
808,
in
yep.
Tallahassee. It's a bill. We're hoping it passes in July 1st. I think it's going to, because it's a lot of common sense.
Yep.
No more will insurance companies say, hey, it's 15 years, you need a new roof. No, it's 15 years, we need to have somebody inspect it. And hopefully you were proactive. You had your Roof Shampoo, you got your Roof Maxx done. They come out and inspect it, and they said, wow, there's a lot of life left in this roof.
Yeah.
And they extend your insurance.
Right.
And we're seeing 80% of the roofs that are done in America don't need to be re-roofed.
No.
And that's a shame.
Think about
because people need money.
Think of the amount that's in the landfills.
Yeah.
It's an environment issue as well. But as John was saying I just lost my train of thought.
Well,
okay.
here, I'll go somewhere with that right now. So last week we did a house, right? And as we were doing the house, there was a roofing company around the block. So we did a little drive around there, and we grabbed their shingles. Welcome to Daytona at Bike Week.
Yeah.
So we grabbed their shingles that they were pulling off of the roof. Rick looked at them, and what was your thoughts? I mean, it was...
The roof was over 15 years old, but it did not need to be replaced. And that's where the insurance companies come in. There's tort reform, there's legal issues. We know all that stuff because we're in the business. You don't. But the insurance company would simply say, if your roof is 15 years old, That's it. We're not going to cover it. You need to replace it. That's it. Out of your pocket, not via a claim. So you had to replace the roof to keep your insurance policy. This Senate bill up in Tallahassee in the state of Florida, it passes in July, then it requires that the roof has to be inspected through a licensed roofing contractor or company. And as long as the roof has 3-5 years remaining economic life, your insurer cannot drop you, cannot raise your premiums, and they have to continue insuring your home during that 5-year warranty that we provide for you.
Now let's take a look at the roof now that it's dry, and we'll see how that looks, and then we'll have the guys go up and finish it off. So we got the whole thing done, right?
Yep.
And then we'll show you how that looks afterwards.
Fantastic.
All righty.
You know your stained roof looks ugly, but did you know that leaving those dark stains from algae on your roof can actually damage your shingles? A roof covered with dark streaking stains is no longer able to efficiently reflect sunlight, which promotes moisture retention that can cause shingles to deteriorate. This can lead to costly, premature re-roofing. Also, stained shingles absorb heat, thereby superheating your attic, increasing your cooling costs and putting strain on your cooling system. This is why it's becoming common for insurance companies to demand that homeowners have their stained roofs professionally cleaned. They know that roof stains negatively impact the overall integrity of the roof, which can lead to leaks inside your home that could cost them money in a claim. A clean roof is a healthy roof. Restore your home's curb appeal and maintain the health of your shingles. Have your roof stains professionally cleaned by an authorized local roof shampoo contractor who uses state-of-the-art, low-pressure roof washing equipment and eco-friendly, non-bleach roof shampoo soaps. For more information, visit www.roofshampoo.com.
So far, looking great. Now they've finished the roof. What do you think?
Looks great. I mean, it's not like some of the other ones you can, when you have that color, when
you have a lighter shingle,
roof,
yeah,
or,
this is a black shingle.
But you see from John that he showed a bunch of those different pictures, the night and day of how it looks. And then next week, our next show, on what day is it?
The 19th.
On the 19th, okay, on March 19th. On that show, I think we're going to do it and also show it the Roof Maxx treatment put on.
Right.
Okay.
Good. Hey, we're just trying to give you knowledge. We're trying to educate you, not to have someone do your roof wrong.
If you don't need it,
right? Or do a cleaning wrong.
Right. Like we said, you know what? I mean, maintenance is key. I've been in the roofing business for quite some time, so have you, John, and these are things that most homeowners aren't aware of. You put a new roof on, you forget about it for 25, 30 years until it's time to replace it, where if you were to just do maintenance, that's effective and will extend the life of your roof and save you money in the long haul. That's what we're here for, roof restoration in Florida.
All right, yeah. So there you go. So show a shot of the roof now that it's all done. And then I think it looks great. I think, like you did say, that is black shingles, so it's a little different with dark on dark.
But we're gonna show it.
But you can see it, and you can we could watch the dirt and algae just running
out
right off the side. So all right, well, like we said, next show is March 19th. And so we look forward to that. We're glad.
This is Bike Week.
You got me.
This is Bike Week right here. It's going to be a party here in Daytona Beach. If you're freezing your ass off anywhere else in the country, come on down because I think I'm getting sunburn looking at you. I think I'm getting a little sunburn. And I actually have two relatives coming down. One's coming down tomorrow, and one's coming down Wednesday, so we're going to have a good time.
My shout out is to Debbie Houseman. Debbie is from Fort Lauderdale, Facebook friend of mine. She had seen a couple of informative posts regarding our roof restoration, Roof Maxx, roof shampoo. So I'll be heading out there sometime next month to do an inspection. So a shout out to Debbie Houseman.
And mine is first responders. I do that just like I do for our motorcycle show. We all of us appreciate everything you guys do, have done, and will continue to do for us and everybody else. So we really appreciate all first responders, and thank you very much.
And we're gonna do our send off like our Cycle Fever show. Just
All right.
because it's bike week.
Okay, since it's Bike Week, we'll do our Cycle Fever
I like
TV closing. But listen, we still want people to send in. We're looking for a good tagline, a good closing, right, for the show. So we're going to take and invite all any options anybody throws out there. But
And I'm also going to do this to John. He's putting on the number. Give us a call, 386-333-8787. We have other phone numbers. Good.
333-8787.
Give us a call. You need roof shampoo done. You need Roof Maxx done. We can take care of it for you.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
So first I want to say goodbye from us, all of us here.
Yep.
And
Roof Restoration of
Florida.
Florida.
Roof Restoration of Florida.
Powered
by Roof Maxx and
Roof Shampoo.
Yep, there you go. And we're going to use our motorcycle tag and say goodbye.
All right. I'm ready.
on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Join
Join
the
the
adventure
adventure
and
and
enjoy the ride. See you
Take
next
care.
time.